Hello, it's Sunday. I'm a little bit feverish and a lot drugged up, so if I end up saying something that doesn't sound coherent, please forgive me for that. The leaky plague took about a week to catch up to me, but it's really caught up to me. So, well, at least I'm not wearing my pajamas, although I will let you in on little secrets. I'm wearing my pajamas underneath this hoodie, but I'm also very cold. So, this week's theme is to talk about things you'd like to do before you die, otherwise known as a bucket list. So I am just going to go through that. Number one on my bucket list is to take a road trip through Canada. I'm about 20 minutes away from Canada, so I live very close to it, and I like the idea of road trips very much, and I'd like to go through Toronto. I mean, I've been to Toronto before, but not for a very long period of time, and of course Toronto has lots of very good musicals. Stratford, which is known for its plays, usually Shakespearean plays. Vancouver, possibly Ontario, and Prince Edward Island, because it's very beautiful and because I am a very big fan of the Anne of Green Gables series. And so a road trip through Canada sounds like something I'd like to do very much, providing that gas prices aren't as high as they are at the moment. And number two on my bucket list is to work at a bookshop or a coffee shop. I have always wanted to be a barista, and I love books, so working at either of those places would be very exciting for me, especially because working at a bookshop you can get discounts on books, and working at a coffee shop you can get either free coffee or discounts on coffee. The third thing on my bucket list is to live and work in another country. It seems like the likelihood of that happening is very high at the moment, because I may be moving to Japan this year to work as a paraprofessional aide in Tokyo, and if that doesn't work out, then I'm probably going to try and get a job as a nanny in a different country, such as England or France or Ireland or maybe Germany. Probably somewhere in Europe or in Asia. I'd also like to figure out another way to go to Japan if it doesn't work out. And yeah, I just like experiencing life in different countries, and I think that would be a very good thing for me. The fourth thing on my bucket list is a bit odd. It's to go to Disneyland or Disney World. I don't know the difference between them, because I've never been. Number five on my bucket list is to record an album, and it can either be, an album that actually sells, or just to record it for my own sake. I have written quite a bit of music on my own, and then, of course there's the option of covering songs from other people who probably have a better skill of songwriting than I do. So I would like to record an album professionally at some point in my life. Number six on my bucket list is to play more shows with my band. I'm in a band called Watch Out Red Hood, and it's with three of my best friends, and we have played a few shows, and we've put out three albums at this point, and we usually just compose the music on our own and then just kind of put it together and record it whenever we have a chance. But we haven't played that many shows, and I think that would be very fun to do, because the couple shows that we have done have been very enjoyable. Number seven on my bucket list is a bit more playful and probably unrealistic, but it's to become famous. and that can be either for literature, for music, either like performing it or recording it, or I don't know, uh, or I guess I also there's theatre and film. So you know, whatever form that can take. Well, for me, um, that would be one of my goals, and I don't think it's really going to happen, but you never know. Number 8 on my bucket list is not very lofty at all. It's to try schnapps and sake. And sake is Japanese rice wine, and schnapps, well, everyone knows what schnapps are, presumably. And yes, I think probably I should add mint julep to that, because that always sounded very nice to me. And unless I do it in a different country, I have to wait another, well, almost a year before I can do it in the US. But as drinking is legal in other countries at a younger age, perhaps I'll do it that way. The 9th thing on my list is to just travel. I love traveling, and I love seeing other cultures and other places and different things, you know, pretty much anywhere but America. Um, so one of my goals is to, you know, make enough money, you know, by securing a living to the point where I am free to travel. And it doesn't have to be, you know, a ton of travelling, but I would very much like to see lots of different areas in the world. One of the last things that was on my bucket list was to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but I have just been, so instead of going to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, I decided that I would like to try all the different types of cheesecake that they sell at the Cheesecake Factory. And obviously not all at once, because I would prefer not to die of sugar overdose, but I would like to try all of the different flavours, including banana, even though I hate bananas. And that's the end of my bucket list. If the ideas seem a bit thrown together, that probably is because I didn't have a bucket list until this week, besides wanting to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And that brings me to the end of my video. I hope that everyone has a lovely, healthy Sunday. I know I won't have a healthy Sunday, but and I will see you tomorrow, Tori.